as it went along, I kind of forgot what the plot was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but you know, the movie's very, very funny throughout. So, and Channing Tatum and what's his name, Sandra Bullock.
You say, what's his name?
Yeah.
What's that dude? Sandra Bullock.
Michael Jackson.
He's back. CG Michael.
Yeah.
Everyone, do you enjoy Double Toasted? Then put it on your body. Check out our tpublic.com merch store where you'll find all these wonderful designs that look great on high quality t-shirts with more designs coming soon. Or check out other high quality items such as mugs, pillows, tote bags, and more. Once again, that is tpublic.com, teepublic.com, or click the link in the description below. You know, there are people out there who dream of traveling to a nice exotic island or location with the very handsome, the very dreamy, the very sexy. Oh, there he is. I mean, you wouldn't tell by this picture right here, but the very sexy Channing Tatum. But bitches like Sandra Bullock come up here and just take it away from all of us, man. Apparently, you gotta be some fine, sexy, rich-ass female in order to live your goddamn dreams of going places with the very hot Channing Tatum. Y'all know I like this, man. How come I can't get what I want sometimes?
Write your own damn book.
There you go. And do a Kickstarter.
Is that what it takes? I gotta write books and put Channing Tatum on the cover in order to go on a nice, sexy escapade with you?
Hey, don't hurt none.
No, hey, apparently that's what it takes. Because in addition to being somebody who looks great like Sandra Bullock, you gotta, according to this movie right here, you gotta write a book and have him as your cover model. And before that, get sick of his ass.
Sure.
His dumb ass. So you have Sandra Bullock, who plays a novelist. You know, she makes just kind of, you know,
smutty romance novels.
Yeah, smutty. You know, grocery store romance novels. But what a twist right here. The twist is that they are also adventure novels. You know, there's a guy named Dash in her novels, and a female heroine goes on these adventures with him, these Indiana Jones type adventures. Except in real life, Dash is not that dashing. Yeah, he's got a body, he's hot, but once he opens his mouth, people just kind of like, you know, just shut up and take your shirt off. Even that horse is sick of his ass. You fine, but I'm tired of your ass. One day, these adventures come to life when a rich prick, played by Harry Potter himself,
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe, said, hey, you know what? I know that you decided to like not write as much or write as well even because your husband died and now you become all recluse and all that bullshit. But listen, and these adventures that you make up, I know that they're kind of schlock, but did you know that your husband was actually a little bit smarter than you? You know, while you writing dumb shit.
Yeah, some of this dumb shit you wrote is actually real.
Yeah, you know, all the dumb stuff, that's yours. But your husband, who was an actual historian, he put some stuff in there that really was some Indiana Jones type stuff. And turns out that somewhere out on this island somewhere, there is a lost city near a volcano that has a treasure. And since my rich ass cannot actually be promoted to the position of running the company like my asshole little brother was over here, and I got to prove to my father that I'm worth something because I got daddy issues, well, I'm going to kidnap you and have you translate these messages here, and you're going to help me find.
I'm sorry. What was all that you just said?
I know. Am I lying? No, that's all in the movie.
You're not lying.
That's all in the movie.
How many different things did y'all put together?
Yeah. I'm going to kidnap you, and you are going to go to the jungle and help me find this treasure that is hidden within these secret messages.
Oh, you could just make it worth my while.
Yeah.
Nah.
Nice ass kidnapper though.
Yeah, sure was, you know.
Polite anyway.
She was kind of the prick in the whole situation. Yeah. I mean, she got kidnapped and everything, but you know, other than that, he was pretty cool. He brought her cheese.
Yeah, took on a private jet.
Yeah. But you know what?
The operative word being took.
Took her on a private jet. Yeah, took period. Chloroformed the kidnap
Chloroformed her.
But boy, oh boy, it's a good thing that her cover model just had to be standing when she was kidnapped in broad daylight. And he says, hey, wait a minute, I'm kind of stupid, but I think that she's being kidnapped against her will. Dumbass to the rescue. Some people are saying, yeah, it's a lot, but as long as you got fine-ass Channing Tatum in there, or sexy and funny Sandra Bullock, that's fine by me. Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for The Lost City.
I'm afraid I must insist.
Get your ass on.
Oh, well, I try to be nice.
Oh, that escalated quickly.
Yeah. Shit, I try to be nice to your ass. Now look what you made me do. You made me knock your ass out and put you on my private jet. This could have been, you could have just eaten the cheese and said yes.
Out.
Oh, shit! Just got real. The original Channing Tatum. Brad Pitt. I remember when I saw it, I'm like, God damn, is that a monkey jumping Brad Pitt right there?
Getting you out of here.
Why are you so handsome?
My dad was a weatherman.
Hey, whoa, she doesn't need saving in there.
Okay.
What are you doing in there?
If you watch a lot of movies or know anything about the Hollywood business, the whole time I was watching this, the way I was thinking about it, I was like, this feels like a quick, high concept studio pitch. They brought in a group of executives that have to prove themselves to the studio, and the head guy's up there like, chop, chop, what you got?
Yeah.
And somebody just says something real quick, which usually starts out, well, it's like,
Yeah.
in this case, this person would be saying, well, it's like a modern Romancing the Stone.
Yeah.
Which is what this is going to be compared to right here. And then they say, the way they sell it is that it's like a modern Romancing the Stone. But we can get Sandra Bullock on the line right now. Mm-hmm. And if she's in, everybody's in.
Yeah.
What about the script? Forget the script. We got Sandy. Mm-hmm. This is one of those movies that feels like, it's more about the actors.
Very
that
much
they
so.
got in the script.
It's that old school way of selling a movie.
It's a package deal. The script is that's the last thing that comes in.
Oh, hold up. I forgot to put the script in there. Do you even need that?
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, you're here. Just put it in there.
Yeah. The script is like the prize in the Happy Meal or something. That's the last thing that you get. But now I don't know how other people are feeling about this movie. But as I'm saying that this is about the actors that are the main selling point in this package deal, I would say that, for people who are there for the actors, I feel that they do deliver. I think that the actors they're selling this. And when I say the actors, I'm talking mainly about Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock. When I say it's quickly feels put together, I told you the script already, but I'll just give you the quick rundown again. You have a romance adventure novel writer that becomes a recluse after her husband dies. And her books are like, the way to describe them, they're like Indiana Jones crossed with Fabio. You got some long-haired, shirtless dude running around solving hieroglyphics and shit like that. And turns out that her husband, unlike her, where she was just writing, as I said, total schlock, turns out the husband was actually a real historian and kidnaps her and says, hey, solve this puzzle for me and help me get my treasure so I can prove myself to my father that I'm some good guy. I can actually do things in life, which is funny because Daniel Radcliffe I thought was really good as the villain here.
I think he's really, really good. I thought he was the best thing in the movie.
The only one who can rescue her is her dumbass cover model guy for her novels. Again, that is high concept right there. Where you just have all these high concept doesn't mean smart. All right. Yeah.
I know. It sounds like it does.
No. High concept is, can I sell this in like 2 minutes? Throw all these elements in here and just bring actors to sell it.
Things that sound crazy or out there, but can I pull it together?
Yeah. And some people are looking at this, we're talking about this being high concept, and some people looking at this and they're saying, well, that's okay because this is a Brad Pitt movie. And Brad Pitt, he only chooses quality projects that stop. She's like, oh, if you let me stop you right now. If you're here to see Brad Pitt, you're gonna be kind of disappointed because Brad Pitt, Brad Pitt is put in this as a glorified cameo. No, I'm not saying that.
I'm surprised they even included him in the trailer.
Me too. Brad, you know what Brad Pitt is here to do. So Brad is a glorified cameo.
Yeah, I wonder why I didn't see him that much in the trailer.
Yeah. Brad Pitt in this, he's like an opening act. He come out to just get things warmed up. Y'all laughing, y'all having a good time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in the headliners. Channing Tatum, Sandra Bullock, out.
Yeah, but you ever go to a show where the opening act was better than the headline? Because I've been to those shows.
Come back out.
I mean, when you got Brad Pitt, that's like Dave Chappelle opening up for no one. I thought that, Brad Pitt is a glorified cameo here. But I really did think that Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum, I thought that they carried the movie well enough on their own.
Oh, they have to.
Yeah. It suits well what they do, man. I'll talk about what they do in a little bit. And also, this is a return to a format that we haven't seen in a while, which is not only the rom-com, but the rom-com adventure film.
Yeah.
As I said, this is like a less good Romance in the Stone.
Minimum price for taking a stranded woman to a telephone.
Yeah, this was a big movie back in the day, man. It was like, some people described it as like an Indiana Jones movie for like the more female-oriented crowd.
I rewatched it today for this review, and it's fun to rewatch it, and it's so much more of an adventure than a romance. I mean, it does become a romance.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and this is kind of what this movie is.
Yeah.
It's kind of this movie if you add more slapstick in there, and slightly just a little sprinkle more of Raiders of the Lost Ark with this, which is why this movie was made right here. Actually, I almost saw this movie, The Lost City. It can be argued, but I think that this was almost like a slight kind of spoof on this movie right here too. You know what, man? I don't mean to sidetrack anything. I jump on people about this shit all the time, but I just couldn't help but bring it up to you because you and I grew up close enough in the same era. Mm-hmm. I never saw Romance in the Stone, but I could not ever stop singing that song back in the day. You remember Eddie Grant?
Yeah.
Eddie Grant.
I'm romancing the stone!
The stone! That's shit, man. Be quiet. He's on a volcano. I'm like some lava to come down.
No, I was thinking about that today. I was like, if you ever do some kind of trivia contest and they name Eddie Grant as a one-hit wonder, you can go bullshit. He had 2 songs.
He had 2 songs. Goddamn right. With this, man, this is nothing that we haven't seen Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum not do before, as far as what they do with their acting in some movies right here. And that's probably why people will see it, because that's what they're looking for. Sandra Bullock in this, she's just kind of an older and angrier version of herself in Speed 2.
Yeah.
In Speed 2, she was all kind of happy and bubbly. After that ship crash and she went on that bullshit adventure, she was like, I'm tired of this.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to stay home in the bathtub.
Yeah. But I tell you, man, she has better comic timing than people give her credit for,
she's a pro. She's been doing this so much. I'd be shocked if she was bad at this.
Exactly. Because somebody in the movie, I'm not going to say who, but somebody tried to say, get that geriatric woman. I was like, geriatric? Man, Sandra Bullock, fine as hell. I tell you what, if that is geriatric, all of us can't wait to get old. Because she now money has probably something to do with that too. But Sandra Bullock is beautiful, man. She's funny, and she's probably same age as me.
Same age as me.
Oh, she's approaching 60. This woman is just gorgeous, man. She's great. So, like I said, man, if that's getting shit, if that's geriatric, then shit, let me hurry up and get old. Somebody's like, shit, you already there? Fuck you. Shit, I know, I heard you. And I'm gonna pass this on to y'all, but I will say, since I'm talking about Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, man, I tell you, he's getting better at being a comedic actor. You know, I would tell you, man, it's especially playing a goofy ass himbo like he is in this movie. It's funny because now he's really starting to become the character that he played in 21 Jump Street.
Yeah.
Look, it obviously starts with, do you have the right to remain an attorney?
Did you say you have the right to be an attorney?
He is that guy in this movie.
Yeah, you're right. He is that same guy.
This is almost like a spinoff of 21 Jump Street. Like
he left the force and
they fired his ass for being dumb. They fired him. He left. He just knew he wasn't. He didn't have it in to be a cop, so he did what he knew he was best at, just shutting up and looking pretty. So he became a cover model for Sandra Bullock's novels out there. He did some of the funniest things in this movie. He had some of the funniest lines because some of the things that he says in here, they're predictable in the best way for me, because he says some of the dumbest things that other characters and side characters in the movie, they're thinking the same thing that we're thinking. They actually say out loud some of the things, and I'm thinking, I'm not going to say what the joke is, but there was a couple of times because he said something so stupid. And I said, that's actually what somebody spoke my mind right after that, and it just made me laugh so hard, man. But yeah, if you can see where I'm going with this, I actually am leaning on the side of enjoying this movie. You know, like I said, it's a studio film, studio package movie, but I had fun with it. But I'm gonna pass it on to these guys.
I did not have the fun that you had. I didn't hate the movie, but it was one where everything you're saying is true. The actors are all really good. And Channing Tatum, he has shown his comedic chops, and Sandra Bullock has been doing it so long. She could do it in her sleep, but she doesn't sleepwalk through it. Love Daniel Radcliffe as the villain. Yeah. I was like, I could watch him more. I love every time it cut to him. I like how he's almost playing one of the characters on Succession. Yeah. And even Brad Pitt, while he was there, I was enjoying that probably the most. It's just it was one of those things where, like, man, so much of this is good except for that script.
Yeah.
And I felt with the two leads, with Sandy and Chet, that they just had to struggle with this very mediocre, sometimes bad material. It wasn't a struggle to get through, but it was a dang. It feels like it's almost there, and on the front end, nobody's putting in the work to make it happen.
I'm kind of in the middle of both of you guys. Like, when it comes to me and reviewing movies and watching movies, I like to see a good script being played out. And throughout this movie, as it went along, I kind of forgot what the plot was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but the movie's very, very funny throughout. So, and Channing Tatum and what's his name, Sandra Bullock.
You say, what's his name?
Yeah.
What's that dude? Sandra Bullock.
Michael Jackson.
He's back. CG Michael. Yeah. With these kind of studio movies, I know that they're not going to be like awesome scripts. Sometimes they just do things just for the entertainment value of it. And I did get a lot of entertainment value from watching the actors. That's what that's why they made it. It's like they made it for people who just want to watch these actors do this.
Absolutely. If you watch the trailer and you go like, oh man, I really want to see that, the movie's going to deliver what you want.
Yeah.
And, for me, I know it's going to be a screwball plot. It's a screwball comedy. I don't care about the logistics and all that. Just for me, it was the back and forth. A lot of people are praising the chemistry between them. I wasn't feeling the chemistry so much. Normally, I'll watch something like this, even if it's it might not be that good, but I'm still kind of rooting for these two to get together. And I didn't have that. And just me, I was just like, I don't really see y'all working out.
Yeah. I don't know. I enjoyed watching them, all of them together. Also, movies have always been like this throughout Hollywood for years.
Sure.
I mean, back in the golden age of Hollywood, they would make screwball comedies and they would make these films because if you think this is a package today, this is back when the studios owned people. They put people on that film plantation. They
were happy to be on that plantation too.
Oh yeah, well, not all the time. So they were like, these studios telling me who to date. They're telling me I can't be this person. True. And this is history. I mean, and again, I understand because that's not going to work for everybody. If you go in looking for a script, and you're that's your standard, then that's
This ain't a movie for that.
Yeah, what's that?
This ain't the movie for that.
It's not the movie for that. No, it's just been since the first time Hollywood's been around. We're just kind of like we're just putting a star pilot together, or a star package together, and that's what we're doing right here. So you guys are absolutely right. If you're in here looking for something deep, or you're in here looking for something like 100% clever throughout, you're not gonna get that here. I mean, like I said, this is so put together that a lot of things do fall apart. Like there are some jokes that don't work.
Well, you get at the scene where Divine Joy Randall, where she's been on this flight, and we saw it in the trailer, and she's walked to those two guys. Listen, I did all this and I did this, and it feels like it's building to something where you be like, all right, I can see how they turn around, and it almost like she got to the end of it and it's like, and it just cut. Yeah, that scene there. I was like, there was somebody who was supposed to write a punchline here.
Yeah.
I did not like her subplot. The little thing she had going on and how she was supposed to trying to catch up with them. Yeah. No, I did not like that. That was boring to me.
Yeah, it felt like it was like we just need to include her in here. So.
That is something where I thought that didn't work as well, but it didn't bother me as much as it did you guys. I thought there were actually some funny moments with her. But you're right. I do feel that you are correct. It didn't go anywhere like I thought it originally would. It was almost like they had we have a name in here. There's an up and comer. We got to put her in here and make her a big part of the movie. I did like her interaction with somebody else in the film, though, even though, like I said, it wasn't really needed. I will tell you this, though. I think it's one of the most interesting things for me in this movie is to see how far PG-13 has come and what you can do with PG-13 today.
This movie was PG-13?
It was PG-13.
What? Oh, my goodness.
Turns out that you can show more blood and booty.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was rated R.
I'm gonna tell you, if you love Channing Tatum, you gonna love this right here. This is.
I bet you wish you was one of those leeches, don't you?
I was when I was one.
You have something on your back.
Covered his back and butt in leeches, and this is day 2.
You're like, yeah, they put it all up in my ass. You're like, oh yeah.
That wasn't even in the script when I got it.
And they didn't tell me they were gonna do it. And this movie right here, I'm telling you, if you love Channing Tatum, boy, they got a treat for you right here. What did Mark say? You bet you wish you won them leeches over here. Shit, me and every other bride in the studio are the theater, man. Because with this here, with that scene with the leeches, so. We'll find a little something here. So, and they're not showing it here.
I said, don't get in trouble now.
Yeah, no, I don't have it. But this is PG-13, y'all. And Channing Tatum, he dropped his pants and his drawers and put his ass in front of the camera and parked. Didn't move. It wasn't like it wasn't like a flash of ass. It wasn't that thing where they just give you the tip of the ass crack. No. His ass was in front of the screen.
Yeah, that camera tilted down.
I'm talking full moon, full crack. Shit, if you went up and scratched and sniffed the screen, you probably smell his ass. He was so close to the screen right there. He's taking his shirt off so much in movies that don't fly no more. No, you gotta drop them pants now. Shit, yeah, you gotta up your game. Yeah, up your game a little bit, man. I was surprised that they could get away with that.
Sure.
I mean, because seriously, you could show. Listen, all this shit is stupid anyway. Yeah. You could show ass at one time, and it's funny because I'm not, again, don't mean to divert from things, but it's just funny how if you show a woman's ass, then that's all of a sudden that's like a rated R. Mm-hmm. Or we gotta censor it, or we gotta cover it up or something. Disney did that with Splash. But if you show a man's ass, it's like, yeah, go and put that shit all up there, man.
It's not the same.
Especially Channing Tatum.
Yeah, go ahead and dig deep. Go in there. Yeah, man. Ooh, talking about Channing Tatum's ass got me all hot and everything. Or maybe it's the super special.
I knew it. I felt it coming. I felt it.
Whenever the conversation takes a weird diversion.
Well, no, let me tell you something. Whether I had this here or not, we were going to have that conversation. We were going to spend some time talking about Channing Tatum's ass. All right, that's just how it is. You ain't going to put that man's ass in front of me like that, not have me talk about it a little bit. But people, maybe I'm handling this so well because I got this right here. No, really, people. Now, I do have to do an ad right now. I do it very serious right now.
Yeah, y'all be quiet.
Yeah, be quiet now. Let's talk about ads right now. Let's get serious right now. There's some real stuff. But no, people. I have been taking this, and I do like this a lot. Super Speciosa. This is an herb called kratom. This is from a plant, and as you can see, I can show you all I have left because I've been taking this a lot. Now, fortunately, I have another bottle, but that's to show you I've been taking this before every show. This is all I have left, no more. And the reason why I like this so much is because the herb kratom, at least for me, what it does is, and this is what the herb is supposed to do. It's supposed to relax your body, but still keep your mind kind of alert.
Okay.
And as someone who cannot drink coffee because I'll be twitching and shaking all day, I won't be able to sleep. Super Speciosa with the kratom herb right here has actually given me something that helps me focus, but also helps me just kind of relax my body a little bit and feel at ease, especially when I come into these shows. You know, I don't want to take anything. I don't want to drink something that's going to have me all kind of drowsy through the show. Don't want to drink coffee. It's going to have me jacked up.
Right.
This puts me in a nice middle place right here. And when I say that I like this, I really do. I've asked for them to send me some more. I like it so much. Comes in several forms and in different types. And if you want to know more about kratom, kratom is related to the coffee plant and has been used in Thailand for, they say, centuries. But it also comes in a powdered form, comes in capsules. You can get it in tea bags. And it is a pure product. So it's not mixed in with anything else. You're getting the pure herb, the pure kratom. I don't feel like I'm distracted or drifting as much when I haven't eaten and I take a couple of these. I take a couple of these with water. This is the white mang dye is what they call it, but it comes in green and I think it comes in another color too. They recommend doing the green. I'll work my way up to white now. So,
it's like karate belts.
yeah. Exactly. Go to getsuperleaf.com/toasted and use the promo code toasted for 20% off. I want to thank Super Speciosa for supporting this portion of the show, and of course all of you out there for your support. Well, where was I?
Oh yeah.
Ooh yeah. Oh yeah. As I was saying, man, getting back into Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum in this, man. As I was saying, I like them a lot, but I can see where you guys have fought with them too, because when I was mentioning before I did the ad break right there, Channing Tatum, he has his comedy. He's come a long way with being a comedic actor. But just like some other people I've talked about with things that they do, you know, their shtick or their routine or whatever, he kind of is repetitive with that. The whole stammering dumb thing, you know, he keeps doing that kind of over and over again, and he does that through the whole movie to where it kind of becomes like a one-note thing. However, I still had fun watching him.
And with that, because, yeah, I agree with that, but it's the kind of thing where when you have a script that supports you, you don't have to rely on doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And the script itself is repetitive. So he has to do, you know, that over and over.
Yeah. But I will say that, I mean, they set up the chemistry really well. They set up their situation really well. You know, look, this is a rom-com. It's going to start out with that you know, the same routine that we see all the time. They're going to argue. They're going to bicker. They're going to recognize the romantic tension, and then they'll end up hooking up later on. I think they set that up very well because that's her cover model. She's a you know, I use this loosely, but she's a literary person. You know, she's a writer. She wants people that, like, they go to conventions and on tours together, and she wants to come out and talk about this book, and she can't stand this fool because whenever he comes out, the audience just the whole time, take your shirt off, take your shirt off.
Yeah.
Sure. And the whole thing where they have to go on a tour together, and she's just kind of like, geez, I can't deal with this guy for a whole trip.
Well, also, she's an intellectual. She talks about that, where she's only attracted to people by their intelligence. And,
Yeah.
And so him being a himbo like he is, and in the crowd just going nuts for that, she's like,
Oh, yeah.
why do I even have to be here?
She's an intellectual. She's a writer.
She's kind of a snob.
And she is. She's kind of being an asshole too.
Yeah.
But she, I mean, really, she wrote a book. She wants to talk about the book. And this motherfucker comes out on stage flexing.
I know, doing karate moves.
Doing
like he's
karate
Elvis.
moves with that fake wig on and don't contribute nothing to the discussion except a body. That's it.
Well, the thing is, if he was to just do that and leave, that'd be fine. It's like, all right, you got your floor show. Now I'm here to actually talk about things. But he wants to get involved. He don't know nothing.
He's stupid as hell. He's coming out there trying to talk. He upstaging her with nothing. Wasn't no romance in the beginning. No romantic spark. She's like, you were just a slab of meat with a wig on right now. Yeah, but I'm with you, man. Daniel Radcliffe was one of my favorite people in the movie, man. I love this character. Because he ain't nothing but a brat. He tries to.
He tried to be so nice.
Yeah, he did.
It was kind of like, well, man, he seemed like something up with him, but just go with it.
Yeah. He's like,
he came out. He ain't nothing but a brat. He tried to be so nice, and it made me laugh the way they described him in the movie. Because in the movie, they said one character said, "Hey, I think I found a 12-year-old with a beard."
Oh, yeah, no.
I like out of all this shit that he got, because he's got an Avengers jet.
Yeah.
He got billions of dollars.
He's got henchmen.
And while he's on that Avengers jet, he's up there drinking the most expensive Johnny Walker. But that's not enough. He got to get daddy's approval. So now he's kidnapping chicks and trying to make them find treasure.
No, he is super nice. Remember there's a part in the movie where he was like, I was going to get you breakfast, but
but since you want to be fucking around. There was something about him where he does play a villain that you do root for, man.
Right? Because I was like, that's a good villain. That puts you in that, like, I mean, I know he's in the wrong, but it seems like if you work with him, things
he's got a passion.
Yeah. Kidnapping is not good, but he tried to be reasonable.
He did.
Now, maybe if you said yes, because he said, look, just name your price. Martin, he brought cheese.
I know.
He brought every cheese.
Yeah, every cheese.
He says, he said, baby, I know you like cheese. I couldn't figure out which one you like, so I brought all of them.
Yeah, I mean, you should be somewhat impressed by it, even if you're thinking like, I don't want to do this, but all right, you know what? Let me think about it. But you're like, hell no.
No. Yeah, beforehand. Now, I ain't saying people kidnapping is wrong. I guess he's wrong because that was his second plan immediately.
Right. I was like, man, that escalated so quickly. You want to sweet talk me a little bit more? No.
Yeah, people, once those Harry Potter eyes start bugging out, he ain't up to no good. Patron him, goddammit.
A 12-year-old with a beard.
Man, that had me laughing. Somebody said, I found a 12-year-old with a beard.
That's the thing. I didn't get a lot of laughs, but that was one of them.
I like most of the other side characters in this. I agree with you that her subplot didn't go too many places, but I did like what's her name? Divine Joy Randolph.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a terrible Photoshop. That's
Yeah,
a
that's
bad.
pretty bad.
Lighting is all crazy. None of that shit matches. Like, look at this. She just running around the jungle in full makeup and wardrobe, using her cell phone.
Wow, you ain't lying.
She at the zoo or something.
It's like she didn't want to take the picture to begin with.
Yeah.
And they snapped it from across the room and just photoshopped it up to the jungle.
She ain't even happy. Look at it. And I like her character. Like, I don't think her plot line went everywhere, but I thought she was funny.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with her.
Yeah, I liked her character.
Yeah.
Her subplot was so boring.
Yeah, it didn't really go anywhere. They just needed her in the movie. She's not sassy. What I liked about her, she's not sassy. She just tells people, look, I'm just tired.
Yeah.
I'm about to cuss your ass out. I like that with her. Oscar Nunez from The Office, man. I thought he was worth the chuckle, him and Randy. his best friend Randy the GOAT right there.
Nah, I didn't care.
I did. I liked it. I liked it, man. He made me laugh. Again, because some of the stuff, not strong, not the best that you're gonna see here. But I mean, if I chuckle, I'm just kind of like, all right, I'm not looking for anything great. If you made me get a little laugh here and there, I'm good with that. The side character I did not like is Patty Harrison.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Did you like her?
I mean, you didn't see that much of her.
Well, the reason why.
She just ad-libbed him.
Yeah, the reason why I didn't like her that much, because she wasn't in the movie that much, but she was that character that they kept getting reaction shots from. Like she was, like when people were arguing or getting a conversation, she'd be on the side like, yeah. I get it. Not funny. You can't do that. I was like, all right, you know, I wasn't that much, but I was, when people start like, they put the camera, you know, I'm just like, that's just a peeve of mine.
No, sure.
I didn't really care for it. Not the actress. I just didn't care for what they did with her character. Yeah.
I guess I wasn't bothered because she wasn't in the film that much. So.
Yeah, and I have to agree with that. I wasn't bothered. I just have to say, if there was somebody I just didn't care for,
I kind of was. I mean, I know she wasn't in that much, but every time they cut to her, I'm like,
yeah,
that was a waste of time.
Yeah. People. Anyway, I'll let y'all close. Go ahead.
Well, I don't have any much more to say beyond what I did. I mean, like I said, like if you're into the star vehicle thing, because it used to be a thing all the time. It's already brought up.
80s.
I mean, it felt like the 80s and the 90s was the last time, and then it just has been, and everybody kind of acknowledged that movies driven by actors has been dying off, and it almost as if like, when after the pandemic, people just want to return to the old times.
Old
what made them feel comfortable. And so like, hey, why not do a new take on romancing the stone? I just felt when it came to the actual writing, the stuff, the backbone that matters, they dropped the ball so often. And I don't mean they dropped the ball. I mean like over and over and over again. And it almost kind of hurts to watch people who are good at what they do hamstrung by the people who are not good at what they do, or in this case, just rushed through it and just felt like, it'll be fine. As long as we got them in there, people will pay, they'll see it. We ain't got to work on it that much harder. I didn't really have a good time. It's a rental.
All right, what about me?
Well, I ain't got much to say, but I think if you like the trailer, I think you'll like the movie. Now, one thing we didn't talk about was like the effects in the movie. I did not like the effects. Some of them,
what kind of effects?
I mean, like the CGI, like you know how they'll show like the volcano and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did not look good at all. So, but I'm big on stories and a really good story-driven movie, and you just don't get that here. I thought it was an alright type of film. I'm giving this, a rental. I think rental's fine was fine where it's at.
Yeah,
but
I'm the odd man out here. I actually enjoyed this. I went in knowing that that the script was secondary. I mean, all I asked for in a movie like this, because I'm not going in when I know that this is a Hollywood packaged film, prepackaged film. I'm asking that you give me some laughs. You give me something to enjoy with these characters that I'm going to be riding with through this whole movie. And I was surprised at how much the dialogue made me laugh. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed looking at Channing Tatum, and I enjoyed just looking at him. But I just
how are you surprised by that?
No, but I enjoyed watching them together. Like I know you said the chemistry didn't work for you, and I can see that. But I did enjoy watching them together. I thought it did work for me. And I am this could have been more of a throwaway studio flick, because I've seen them where they've just been lazy or they've been painful. This was not that. It was quite the opposite for me. So yeah, I'm giving this a matinee. I had fun. That's all I'm asking for. So and again, like I said, if you're looking for story, if you're more elevated than that, then don't see this, because that's this is not that movie. It's a business movie.
It's a fun movie.
It is. But if you enjoy these actors right here, if you enjoy this light fluffy stuff, I think it's all right. Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts.